Hello, hello, and welcome to Shoctober. You have made it to day number 5. We are going to be hitting up our first HIIT session for this series. So, our 5th day of the week, we are going to be hitting up a HIIT session, high intensity interval training, which means that you're supposed to push your heart rate, push your intensity, but then let it fall back down so that you can spike it up and then let it recover. So you actually need 0 equipment for today. We're going to be working with a timer. And we're just going to go ahead and get the legs warmed up. So find your balance on one foot and you're going to pull the other knee up into the chest, rotate your ankle one direction and then the other, one direction and then the other. Okay, while we have our balance on this leg, hopefully, we're going to go ahead and take the leg behind. So grab the outside of the foot or the top of the foot, pull the leg back and then lift that arm up nice and high, the opposite arm of the leg that you have. And then we're going to go ahead and tip forward. So kick that right leg back and you're going to tip forward a drinking bird and then stand up nice and high. Tip forward, find your balance, find your core, lengthen through the back. See if you can get your hips to level off as well. Kick that leg back. We're going to go one more. Perfect. And then let's hit the other side. Tuck your other leg up into the chest. Rotate your ankle around one direction and then the other. Perfect. One direction and then the other. Perfect. All right, and then you're going to take the top side of that foot, pull it back, tuck your hips under, grab your core, and then lift that opposite arm. Strong flexed quad on your supporting side. Lift, lift, get your quad open on your folded side. Okay, and then we're going to pitch forward. Try to find the 4 corners of your foot. Grab the core. Feel like your body is lengthening. So that back leg sticks back. It's strong. Of course, your stable leg is strong. Try to kick forward with balanced, level hips. Use your core. Lengthen your back. Lift the chest. Last one. Perfect. All right, widen up your feet so they're a little bit wider than your hips. And then we're just going to pitch forward. Make sure that you're hinging forward from your hip creases, not from your waist. So whatever that looks like for you, I'm fairly flexible so I can get far forward, but you want that back flat. Pull the belly button back, hinge from those hip creases. So if your fingertips are here, your fingers get pinched in those creases. Grab your elbows and you're going to bounce up and down. Just a little pull on those hamstrings. Grab your core and then let's swing a little side to side, a little swing, a little rotate. Go for it. Get some mobility through your back. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and head down into a downward facing dog. All right. Drive into your hands, pushing into the thumb and first finger. Hide your heels behind your ankles. Drive your chest back towards your thighs. Bend your knees so you can get your butt up in the air nice and high, and then straighten and drop the heels to the ground. Straighten the legs. Again, bend the knees. Drive back. Make sure you're engaged in the back. Tucking and sucking your armpits up into the shoulders. Straighten the legs. One more. Check your core. Pull your belly button in. Deep inhale. And then exhale. Hinge forward into a plank position. You're going to bring your left leg forward outside your left hand. Just a nice quick drop. Hip flexor open. And then the other side. Okay. We're going to start off with a plank. And then that's going to be our quote active recovery for today. So you're going to plank in the center for a minute, and then we're going to do each side for 30 seconds. From there, we'll work into our Tabattas. So like I said, you don't need any equipment. We're just going to get our body working. If a plank doesn't work for you at this point in time, you can stay on your hands and knees and go into a transverse draw. So pretend like you're still supporting and grabbing a plank. You want to pull the core super duper tight. This is actually a really good position to get into every once in a while, even if you're strong, even if your core is super developed. It's a really good way to just make sure that you're able to keep contraction, self-flexion, even without moving, even without keeping your knees up off the ground. All right. Here we go. 1 minute and go. I like to be on my forearms, but if you prefer your hands, that's totally fine. I feel like I can get just a little bit more traction. So pushing into the forearms and then pulling back toward my toes. You're trying to go for shake and flex and heat as fast as possible. Lengthen the back. Feel the hips lift just a little bit and then tuck under. And then find your breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. You settle the work with the breath. You have 12 seconds left here, and then we'll rotate to the side. So your bonus, your advanced move is to rotate without dropping onto your knees or hips. Ready and go. So just rotate your elbow, maybe lift that top arm up, maybe lift it behind, pushing the back of your hand into your low back. That kind of helps open the chest, rotating that top shoulder back. Let's check those hips. Make sure that they're not rocking back. 10 seconds, and then we're going to roll to the other side. Grab the front of the core, but then feel that oblique pushing you up. 3, 2, and 1. Can you rotate without dropping? Give it a shot. Lift the arm, tuck it behind, push the hips forward. See if they're stacked. Then double check your shoulders and chest. Open them up. Everything perfectly perpendicular to the ground, except for the side. Got that push, that drive, parallel to the ground. And time. All right. Rotate back over. Come up into your yogi squat. Give yourself that little opening in the hips, the knees. Okay, we're going to start our first Tabatta round. We're going to go into gate swings. Remember, if you choose not to jump, that is your call. So if you don't want to jump for the gate swing, you just extend one leg out and back in, keeping your hips nice and low. We're going to go for our 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Ready, set, and go. Always opening the chest, getting your knees wide with the toes, and keeping the core nice and strong. You're using the inner thighs to push the body back up. Time. There's our first one. We have 7 to go. Tabattas are named after Mr. Tabatta himself. 8 rounds, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Make sure you're jumping those legs out from the hips. A lot of times it's just knee and foot movement. Time. 2 down. Whew. Get into those legs. My heart rate's starting to come up. Go. See if you can flex and contract. Put the heat into the muscles that you're wanting to build. Time. 3, 2, here we go. Come on. Keep your push. Time. Halfway there. Ready, set, and go. Push those hips back. Keep the shoulders above the hips. Time. All right, we've made it up the mountain. Now we got to go down. Easy, but still work. Figure out how to push your effort level. Time. In our workouts, you're going for the toughest way to get where you're going. Now is not the time for efficiency, but it's the time for work. Find the work. Find the effort. Pull the core stronger. Time. Whew. One more. 3, 2, and go. Take time to drop. Get low. The speed is in your in and out, not in the drop. Get your full squat. Time. Oh, that's why there's air in my hands. Whew. They add up. Nice work. First one down. Whew. Let's check our heart rate. Ready, set, start. Time. Multiply that by 6. And that, my friends, is your training heart rate right now. Hopefully, you're getting it fairly high. Your max heart rate, in general, depending on your age and your fitness level, is 220 minus your age. I'm at the age where mine's starting to get, my heart rate for that equation is a little lower than my max heart rate. So you need to adjust. You'll figure out how you feel. It's just a general kind of idea if you're first entering in and not quite sure. All right, let's start our planks. We're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Plank or your transverse draw. Good job. We push that heart rate up. We had little breaks for intervals between on the Tabatta. And then now we get to let that heart rate recover even a little bit more. Envision your body's a plank of wood. So strong from shoulders, even the back of the head. It's not drooping or sagging. So back of the head, through the shoulders, through the hips. Pull the belly stronger. Flex your core, flex your butt, flex your quads, and then try to pull your elbows towards your toes. 10 seconds here, and then we're going to rotate to our second side this time. So whatever side was your second, last plank round, it's going to be your first. And go. Just making sure we're not always on the same side first. Open that chest. Make sure the hips are stacked. 10 seconds to go. Open, open. Push the hips up. Find that oblique. And turn. Stack it up. Find your flexion. Open the chest. Flex the core. Find the flexion in the muscle, that serratus anterior, behind your armpit, wrapping under. 8 seconds. 6, 5. Can you draw the front of the belly in a little more? And time. All right. Let's hit that yogi squat again. Nice and low. If you're not able to get all the way down, don't worry about it. Just come down as low as you can. Position your hands on your knees and slowly try to drop. You can also hold a wall, a beam, or a heavy weight to help support those hips back. All right, we get our second Tabata. We're gonna go high knees. Bring them as high as you want. There's an aspect of speed. This is a big core grab set too. Running in place, pulling the knees as high as you can, staying on your toes. If you don't run, march as fast as possible. And here we go. Chest is up, belly is strong. Lock the core. It's like a standing mountain climber. You should feel those core muscles turn, pulling the knees up. 3, 2, and 1. Time. You know you're doing it right. Your hair falls out. We'll let it go. 6 rounds left. Time. Count your number. See if you can keep it. Ready? Go. Time. Ready? And go. Come on. Keep that pace. Try to pull them higher. Time. Whew. As you get fatigued, think about what it is that you love to do, what keeps you going. Climbing those mountains, biking up those hills, running across the volleyball court, football field, whatever it is. Come on. It's your drive, motivation to push. 2, and 1. Lock the core. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Roll. Ready? Last set. Come on, come on. Use the arms. Find your core. Pull those knees up in front. On your toes. Come on. You got it. Time. Little secret. Now that we're done, those are probably some of my least favorite. Whew. All right, let's find that heart rate. See what we got. Go. Time. Multiply that by 6. So I had 12 less beats for that one. Interesting. All right. Here we go. Back down. Plank. Ready? And go. Tug it in. Tighten it up. Get it flexed. Way to crush. Way to crush. We'll have our plank. Only one more Tabatta. And then we'll finish out with a plank as well. 8 more minutes of work. We got it. We're 30 in, 30 to go. Clean it up. Push into it. Find how to make your plank as difficult as possible. Find traction between your elbows and toes. Find flexion around that belly button. Every time you exhale, a little extra drag. 5, 4, 3, 2, and turn. Back to that first side. Stack it up. Find that stack of the hips and then open the chest. Kind of have to feel like you're pulling your hips forward, that top hip forward, and then the shoulder back. 3, 2, and turn. Other side. Good work, good work. You should be dripping. If not, either you're not working hard enough or you're not hydrated. You should be drinking half your body weight in ounces minimum of water per day. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you're 140 pounds, you should be drinking a minimum of 70 ounces. Okay, our next set is plank jacks. So you're going to be in a high plank and you're going to be jumping your feet at maximum frequency. The faster you go, the more difficult it's going to be. If you do not plank, you're going to stay up and do jumping jacks. Shoulders over the wrists, toes are in, just tight and quick. My feet will not even go outside the mat, more than likely. That's the idea. So if you go more wide and big, it's slower and you're not going to get the heart rate. Make sure the shoulders stay up over the wrists. If you feel like you're slipping, anytime you're in a plank, mountain climber, plank jacks, burpees, if you're slipping, it's because your shoulders are back behind your wrists, even a little bit. All right, last round. Ready, set, and go. Count your number. Tuck the tailbone, engage the core. It's like a plank on steroids. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Awesome first start. 3, 2, and go. Time. Getting 2 per second, but I'm not sure I'll be able to sustain that. But I'm going to try. And go. Set 3. Work for that intensity. Time. Stretch the fronts of those shins. 3, 2, and go. Find glute flexion, core flexion. Time. Halfway. Whoa. Ready? And go. Push into your thumb and first finger so that the strain and pressure are not on the outside of the wrist. Lengthen your back, pull the belly in, feel the core engage. Time. 3, 2, go. Oh, we can do it. 2 to go. Even if it slows down, go. Keep moving. Flex your quads, shoulders over the wrist. Feel the core. Feel the back. Your back engages to support your plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. See what you can get. 3, 2, here we go. Oh, time. Whew. All right. Let's see what we got for our heart rate on that one. Ready? Begin. Time. Same. That's good. It's high. All right, let's hit up that plank. Ready? And go. If you're not quite ready, don't worry. You can take a second. Stay with me. That stretch is coming. Just a little more work first. Just a little more. Find that core. Find your best plank position. My whole body's shaking halfway. Flex that core. Tighten your quads. Flex your glutes. 15 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and turn. Oh. Find that side plank. Figure out how to get into the oblique. Figure out if you're compensating. The body's tired. Where is it going to start to cheat? How can you adjust? How can you take it up a notch? 3, 2, and turn. Oh. Woo. What a day. So good. Feels good getting stronger. Conditioning, endurance, keeping the body young, fit, healthy, flexed, toned, strong, capable. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whatever it is that your goal brought you here today, whatever you're pursuing, you just hit it. You did it. Great work. You're building that habit, the behaviors, the lifestyle. It's your forever. Bring your right leg forward. Nice and far. Let's bounce it a little bit. Let that back hip flexor open. Good chance you're feeling your front inner thigh. Okay, and then just hold. Stay here. Push into your hands again. Rotate your elbows back, the elbow pits forward. And then if you can, lift your back knee. And then feel that left side lengthen. Take your right arm up and twist. Oh, feel that back. Twist, lengthen, stretch. Drop your back knee. Slide your hips back. Pull your front toes up. If you need to have something handy to stabilize your hands on, then do. You want to get that hamstring stretch, the belly of the hamstring. Pull the chest forward. Right hip back, left hip forward. All right, now you all know how the scheduling will work for our October Challenge series. Certain days you're going to like more than others. The days you don't want to show up are the days you need more than anything. Cross your ankle over. So if you don't want to show up, if you're tempted to not, press play. If you're tempted to skip it, finding excuses, just still roll out the mat, push play, get everything set up. And even if you just watch me huff and puff and go crazy, that's fine. You're still reinforcing the habit. You're still reinforcing the behavior. And then the next time that you feel ready to go, you're ready to go. You don't have to rebuild the habit. Get it set up. Do it every day. Doesn't have to be the same time, but it should be a pretty consistent schedule. Monday this time, Tuesday that time, Wednesday, so on and so forth. Okay. Switch it up. Bring that left leg forward, right leg back. Bounce a little bit. And then stop your bounce. Curl the toes under. Lift the back knee. Point your fingertips back if you can. Again, stretching out those forearms. Lengthen. And then we're going to lift and rotate to the left side. Get your hips to level off. Find your pelvis. Make adjustments. Feel those stretches where you need them. Drop the back knee. Hinge back, pull the toes up in the front. Stretch your hamstring. Take some deep breaths. All right, and then cross that left ankle to the right side of the mat. Level off the hips. Maybe you're super high up off the ground like this, but your hips should be square to the ground. If you have a little more, rotate back. Okay, bring that leg back. Curl your toes under and sit on your heels. Stretching through those shins again. If you can, I don't know, I haven't done this in a while. Maybe even open your feet and sit back and down. Only if it feels good on your knees and the shins. Okay, then underside of the feet. If you chose to go barefoot today like I did, they need a little stretch. If you struggle with your feet hurting when you do plyometrics, roll your feet on a ball, tennis ball, or a smash ball, spike ball. Get some of that tight fascia released. All right, fantastic job. You have made it through the first week of Shocktober. I hope that your body and your system are feeling shocked, that they're adjusting, that they're responding, and that you're feeling fit, strong, and capable. I will see you in a couple days.